Today we're going to show you how we hooked up this Intex sand filter to our Coleman Power Steel swimming pool. We got a new skimmer, and that seems to be helping with all the surface stuff. Of course, it's not on right now. That's the horrible old little itty bitty teeny tiny filter that comes with this swimming pool. We also got, if you can see it, a pool underlayment. Kind of like what they put under ponds to keep all the stuff from poking through. That made it nice. So is this part of the filter, or is this what the old stuff was?
Yeah. But that is going to be used with the new stuff.
Oh. Look at all the mechanics back here. How ugly is that? So he's not going with sand, he is instead going with balls. Pool filter balls, and there's not enough balls by 2 ounces, right?
Yeah, so something silly like that.
So instead of having to buy more sand because he was short by about 70 pounds, it looks like cotton balls.
Yeah.
So anyways, what'd you get? 50 pounds of sand, you need 120 pounds?
Yep.
And then this here you needed 3.3 pounds of pool filter balls, but you only got
3.1.
3.1, so yeah. What's the worst thing that could happen? It doesn't work. That's it. That's the worst thing.
That's the worst thing. I forgot the filtering.
The what?
Oh, there's a thing you put to plug this hole just in case you... So you can't drop sand down in there.
Cotton balls. That's funny.
Here, feel them. And there's something in the middle of it. Okay, well, that's what it says. Not many. But yeah, it's not up to the minimum or the maximum line, so hopefully that don't matter with these.
So there's only one in and one out?
Yeah.
So that goes into that and leaves those two alone?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, is there something in the trap over there? Let me walk over to the trap and see if there's something in the trap. It's a possum. We have so many possums out here, it's crazy. Is it dead or is it just playing dead? We'll have to relocate that later. It's a possum!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sure don't. Alright, so there's that. There's that. The cap. Okay, so tight. Yeah, so that's gotta be loose. This has gotta be tight.
Hey, here we go. Sounds like a jacuzzi. What you doing?
Well, I'm trying to get that air bubble out of here.
Didn't I want to come out?
No. If I wanted to get wet, I'd get in the pool. Because there's a little nipple underneath here where this thing screws into, the air can't come out. So.
There's a lot of air here too.
Oh yeah, it's going to push all the air out of everything. I wonder if so much air in the lines is normal. So you still got that air pocket in there.
First problem. What happened?
Okay, I guess it's still pushing. It's just done pushing air. I get it.
Got a little bit of air here that he can't get out. Okay, so we have the new filter set up. Everything seems to be running okay at the moment. So how do you feel about your new toy?
I like it.
Good. You were trying to make it pretty?
Yeah.
Man, that's heavy.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at knots.
Yeah, it looks like it's holding.
Okay, trying to clean out the skimmer, which has got living bugs walking around on there. Now there's something jumping around in there.
That's one of those.
That's one of them swimmer thingy
Yeah.
boppers.
I caught one of these things in here, and I took it way down by the fence and let it out. Came back an hour later, and
What do they call those? Boatmen?
I have no idea.
I think they're called boatmen. Boatman bugs. I don't know. I'd have to look it up again. There's stuff in the skimmer too, in the body. I'm guessing we're just going to have those bugs in our pool.
Kind of seems that way.
Because we had one last year or the year before too. This whole holding the camera thing makes me extremely useless. Well, that was hard here. You want me to hold that too? I'm not completely useless. But guess what? I don't have to play with dead bugs. How many days has that thing been hooked up?
I don't know, a week or so.
That's a lot of bugs in a week. But how many days have you had to use your net on the surface?
One.
Big difference?
Yeah, huge.
Skimmer worth it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like there should be a clamp on that, doesn't it?
Didn't come with a clamp?
Nope.
Interesting. By the time we're done, there's going to be all kinds of stuff hanging on this pool. Okay, so that's been cleaned out. Still air bubbles down there. This is tied up temporarily. That keeps getting sucked into that, so that's got to be fixed. So the pump is not working exactly the way it's supposed to. We're getting an awful lot of air in here, so he is doing what he can to figure it out. You need me to hold that up?
Yeah.
That's probably why it's sinking. Water getting underneath there.
Probably.
Pump is not set up perfectly yet. Too much air in the system. Trying to solve the problem. Got another issue. The feet are sinking into the sand. I mean, look at this one right next to the ladder. Now there's a YouTube video of some guy lifting up the legs and fixing that problem, so we're going to have to find that video.
Yeah, he had a 2x4, and he had a couple of pieces of 2x4 coming off that fit right underneath here. And he jacked it up with a hydraulic jack.
And then put something underneath the feet, because yeah, that's sinking. Of course, it can only go so far before it hits the ground underneath.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. What a messy job that is.
Yeah, there's still a little air bubble in there. That little air bubble's not going to hurt much. Actually, it's going to suck all the air out of the lines. Yeah, I don't know. Is that normal? But when the water sucks down way below and you can see the water traveling in there, I'm sure that's not good. Yeah, watch out. Now the air bubble just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's all going out. Start off one more time, try to get the air out.
So the only thing it could be is your skimmer over there causing problems sucking in air.
Yeah. You said you seen something where they're just turning that down, right?
Yeah. Because it was causing too much air inside there. That thing can be turned down?
It can be partially closed. It's kind of like a ball valve.
Oh, that thing right there. Gotcha.
Well, that's better than what it was. I was watching the water level drop inside there. It was getting so much air. So it's like drawing the air in.
You can see air bubbles coming up from the bottom.
Yeah. There's a drip right there. I don't have that O-ring seated properly. Drip. Drip.
What O-ring?
There's a little O-ring right in here. Can you hold it?
I don't know if you just heard that, but down there underneath that basket was a nut that needed a full turn. So maybe that was the issue. We shall see if it was the nut on the inside under the basket. Yes? I still see air.
Yeah, but it might clear up. Might run for a couple of minutes. Might have to do it once or twice. Yeah, maybe I need to it's
Still dripping?
Yeah, I don't know though if that's just well, it's not dripping anymore.
Mosquitoes are out again.
Yeah, it's time to go in. Yeah, I'll mess with it tomorrow. Maybe I gotta go in there with a wrench and snug them up a little better. Yeah, it's plastic. You know how I love plastic.
We're having issues with the pump, right? What are the issues?
That it keeps sucking air from someplace.
Okay. And it's sucking that dry, apparently.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't know what we're doing at the moment. We're just trying to figure this out.
So we're going to turn it off. But you might have to hold it so I can get it unscrewed. Yeah, it's definitely on there tight.
You have a cap this time. Where'd you get that?
This is the cap that goes on the drain side of the tank.
Oh.
I thought, why can't I just
Well,
cap that off?
why not? I don't have to stand here like a big doofus. Hey, so I have a question. That goes on the end of there? That cap?
Right here.
It goes right there. So is this thing here, is that what's sucking in the air? If it's not closed, it's open. It's an open hose.
It's a possibility. Now, I guess there's a way to find out. It says that it's supposed to have a little bubble because you can't get all the air out.
You're not wearing a microphone.
No, that's right. So I must talk loud. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. So what I seen is that there's going to be a bubble in there because you can't get it all out. It doesn't matter how much you smack it around. All right, that's capped off. We're on filter. Open this back up.
I'm going to try again. See if maybe having that open hose on there was where the air was coming in at.
Get what air we can out. I guess I won't beat it around this time.
It doesn't exactly look the same.
No, it doesn't.
But there's still a lot of air in there.
Yeah. Well, we took that hose off. We let it run for a couple of minutes and drink some more air out of it. Try again. So that definitely sounds better.
Oh yeah, huh? Maybe that was a problem, having that open hose there. So you'd need a female in down there to close that.
Yes. Or just leave it off and only put it on when we're going to backwash it.
Yeah, it's definitely quieter.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, it's still
Full of air?
Again, that could be because we had the hoses off. And they get all wet again.
He's beating it up to get the air out.
No, it definitely looks a little better and definitely sounds better, so I guess we just let it go for a little while and see what happens.
Do you still have the drip that you had yesterday?
No. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that looks like more again. Maybe the whole dome was supposed to have air in it because your phone said something about a dome can't get rid of all of its air.
Well, and that's what it's talking about, is you can't get all the air out. That's as far as I can usually get it. But see, it's getting less and less air bubbles, it seems like. Yeah, maybe not.
Sure seems like they're coming in here. That looks like water, not bubbles.
We'll try it one more time.
Did you change the flow?
I did.
Now I see more bubbles again.
You see the water level's also down. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Again, nobody shows a clear video of this thing of what it looks like when it's running properly. But it sounds better. It's all pretty tight. Yeah, maybe I don't have that thing tight enough. Yeah, maybe it was that.
Same exact size bubble.
As long as the water don't go down, the volume don't go down into here, I would say it's doing okay. That's just, well, I'm going to say let's just let it run for a while. We'll come back out and check on it a little bit. Let me see what happens.
That doesn't sound good. Can't really tell, but yeah, still not working right. You must have fixed the pool, fixed the pump.
I did.
How'd you do it?
Yeah, I tried 3 different things. I'm not sure which one it was, but I do know that every time I put that sock on that silly skimmer, it goes right back to.
Look, no bubbles.
I pulled that unit off there.
You pulled this off?
Yeah.
Okay.
That whole thing.
This whole thing.
And I tightened all those silver screws that were kind of.
Tightened all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I put that back on, tightening the nut that holds it to the pump.
Okay.
And then I put the lid back on there, and there was no O-ring on that little
This?
white cap.
Okay. So you put an O-ring on it?
I put an O-ring on that.
Okay.
And it worked fine.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it started acting up again. And that's when I started messing around with this thing. Let me show you real quick.
Okay.
And then you put this silly sock on this thing.
Well, that is the filter part of it, right?
That's supposed to.
So what does it filter without that sock?
Nothing.
Oh.
It filters out the big stuff, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you put that in there.
And you're saying it's going to mess this up?
Watch it more. Yeah. You see all the bubbles coming?
Yep.
Sometimes it takes a little while, sometimes it's instant. As soon as I take that sock off, all the bubbles are gone.
I don't know if they can hear you with me right over this motor.
I said that I suppose this time it'll take a little longer than normal. Sometimes it happens right away, other times it happens a little slowly. I take that sock off and all the bubbles go away.
Interesting. And I can see bubbles coming.
Yeah. I can show you that. There's enough in there where you take.
So watch, you're going to take the sock off and then see what it looks like?
You don't even have to drop this thing back in it. You just take the sock off. There's it. First it's got to get all the bubbles out of the air.
I still see that little dark spot, like there's something right there, but it's not dripping anymore.
No.
Came out here last night and the whole pad was wet because it was dripping.
But you can see the 2 big bubbles that were on the surface are now gone.
Right. So, a lot of people have this skimmer. Why is ours not working?
I don't know. So I guess if anybody has any ideas, they can put it on your comments.
And figure out what's going on, why the skimmer is making the sand filter mess up.
Mm-hmm.
How's the water?
Right?
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the temperature in there?
It's like almost 80. It's like
Really?
78.
Looks good.
Nice and clean. I like it.
Well, I'm glad you got it fixed.
Yeah,
Too bad
so
the
much.
skimmer is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, well, next year it can go away. You get one of the other ones, I guess, unless somebody's got an idea why it doesn't work. I mean, it'll still catch the big stuff in the basket.
Like the bumblebees.
And the bumblebees and leaves and the junk that blows off the pine and the fir trees. There's a bunch of stuff down at the bottom of that I gotta clean out of there. Because without the filter, or without that little socket, it goes around.
I gotta go back to work.
Okay.
Problem solved. The chlorine can no longer make it over there to the skimmer. Great. Let's go work on one last thing. So my husband says that the skimmer cannot work with the sock in it, that the sock is what's messing it up. So I want to try something real quick. First I'm going to turn it on. It does real good without the sock. But let's try something with the sock that he hasn't done yet. When he puts the sock in, he puts it all the way at the bottom. Oops, that didn't work. Alright. Now the sock's in all the way at the bottom. Well, what do you know? Wasn't that funny? When I came out here and did this morning, every time I put the sock in, it made a weird noise, so I took the sock back out, and it was fine again. So now it's not doing that. This morning, I thought, well, instead of putting the sock all the way down, why not just put it down partially? And when I did that this morning, it sounded just fine. Now it's not sucking down. Isn't that interesting? I think this thing doesn't know what it wants to do. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'll come back out in a little bit and see if anything has changed. This isn't floating now either. Huh, this whole thing's just crazy. It keeps changing how it wants to work. I wonder why. I imagine with it up like that, stuff's gonna go down the side. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Let's just leave it alone and see what happens in a little bit. So far, so good. It's been 30 minutes. Let's go out and see how the pump is doing. Looks okay so far. That's still working. Okay, we'll set it for another half hour and come back out and look again. It's been an hour or so now. Let's go see how it looks. Moment of truth. Well, everything's still working, so just leave it alone, right? It's been running now for a good 3 hours or so. Let's just check it again and see what it's doing. I have no idea if putting the sock only part way down is the answer, because my husband thought he had it fixed many times and then it acted up again. So far though, it's working. We'll just leave it alone and see what happens.